want to give some updates to the story with Ahmaud Arbery. Now, we know that the two guys got arrested. We had talked about that on our YouTube story and also posted that on Instagram as well. The Gregory McMichael and Travis McMichael, they were both arrested and charged with murder, aggravated assault as well. Well, people want to know, why is it they were not arrested? Why? Okay. And I'm not focusing on all the, I run with Ahmaud and all. No, let's focus on what happened. That's what I want to focus on. Okay. So initially, when all this went down and they called 911 and, you know, they were lying, of course, but the cops saw the video. They saw the video originally. The guy claimed that the cops sat down with him, watched the video. They went through his phone and everything, retrieved whatever they wanted to retrieve. They had this, okay? Based on the cops having that video, they said that, you know what? We need to go arrest them. The reason why these guys was not arrested, and you got to remember, the guy Gregory McMichael had worked for the people down there with the prosecutor's office and all of that. Right when the cops was going to go arrest them for killing his brother, the district attorney by the name of Jackie Johnson blocked the police from arresting the father and son. Okay. She blocked them because she was friends with the older man. So even though the video was out, even though she had access to see the video, even though a crime was committed, okay, she said, nah, police, you don't arrest them. They didn't do nothing wrong. Now, we've said this before, and I tell you this, you know, you're always pointing at, you know, the Caucasian male and the white supremacist, the white supremacist male. But you have to understand, the white supremacist female is the mother of white supremacy. You have to understand that. And they teach their children that. The fathers don't teach it, the mothers teach it, okay? So she's just as complicit in racism. Now, they said that when he was arrested and he was charged with murder and aggravated assault after, you know, 2 months, and of course, it was not the mainstream media that did this. It was the people that did this. And the mainstream media don't like trying to deal with when we really put stories out on social media. They don't have a cover on it because you gotta understand they are a propaganda wing and they're already working, ladies and gentlemen, trying to taint the jury for this case. Okay. They're trying already. Now, they said that the officers were investigating the scene on the fatal shooting on February 23rd, told Johnson's office they wanted to arrest him, as we said before. She blocked it, but she ended up recusing herself with this case. Okay, then passed it on to another district attorney. And that other district attorney, same thing, didn't want to do anything to these guys and passed it off to another district attorney. You understand? Now they had a video where, you know, like when you construct the house, and while he was running, he went to look at this house that's being constructed. And on the video, you can see him just go look and then come right back out. And nothing was in there. It wasn't nobody's purchased home. It was a house that's being constructed. Then they said that, well, you know, the two murderers, well, they had some break-ins and whatever. Well, then it came out that they had no cause of break-ins. So they were straight up lying about that as well. Okay. So what the media is trying to do is trying to show that video of the brother looking in there and trying to say, oh, well, see, that's why they did it, because they thought he was robbing something. See, they try, it's not they saying it, but they're trying to insinuate to try to give them a justification so they could try to taint their jury and say, well, they was assuming he did something wrong and he was running. And, you know, I just think they made a wrong mistake. It just went horribly. You know, it's going to be all kind of things when that trial. It's like, oh, well, we just brought the guns to scare him. We weren't trying to kill him. We would never do nothing like that. Oh, this guy worked in law enforcement for so long and he never would do anything like this. You know, like I said, they're trying to taint the jury already. You have to understand the media is always at work. We have to learn the tactics of the media, like when they did this with Trayvon Martin, when they did this with Michael Brown and anything else, right? They always got to try to taint the jury before the jury even get picked. You have to understand that. So they're going to come out and try to put out, oh, well, he had contact with the guy, Gregory McMichael, because, you know, he had shoplifted and he was on probation. And, you know, anything they're trying to do to try to taint the victim. This is why I told you guys, media is warfare. And these people are going to try to constantly put that out there. Now, there's a picture going around saying, oh, look, it's the dad. He's with the Klan. But I looked at the picture of that guy and look at the dad. The dad don't have any tattoos on the arm like the other guy has. So that's not even confirmed. That's why I'm not even going to talk about that. But I didn't see the same tattoos at all. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the way they were acting and the lying, they definitely complicit in the murder of this brother. But we definitely want to keep looking at this story and find out what's going on, you know, with these guys, or what's they further deeper into their story. Brothers, I've seen the Black Panthers out there, you know, they were tooled up out there, and that's the right way to be, is to be tooled up. You know, all that holding signs and talking about no justice, no peace, it ain't gonna do crap. Then nobody respects no signs. That's paper. You get what I'm saying? But let's continue to look into this case. I know they're trying to do the other case, but I'm not focused on that case right now because that's the case that the mainstream media wants to focus on. They want to get us over there. They don't want us on this Ahmaud Arbery case. They don't want us focusing on that because they'll just blatant right there. And they don't like to deal with cases like this. But they always trying their best to work on tainting the jury. So we're going to keep looking at this information as it come out. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with Ahmaud Arbery, and understand that, you know, we can't get into the semantics of this. I know they're going to have, you know, Lee Merritt and all them doing their thing. But as I said before, Lee, you know, don't pull no stunts, Lee. Please don't have the people out there pulling stunts, because right now isn't the time for that. And I don't think the community going to tolerate that out of you too much longer. You and Benjamin Crump of doing some of those things. Do right. That's the only thing I'm gonna keep saying in these videos.